everyone, John Chow here from johnchow.com, and welcome to a long in-between episode of Driving with John Chow. Yes, it's been quite a while since I did my last episode, but I have an excuse. Those of you who read my blog will know that about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I wiped out on my bicycle and I broke my collarbone. Snapped it in like 3 places, fractured a couple of ribs, and had to end up in the hospital and had an operation. And I've been recovering. I went up to Vancouver with friends and family and was just recovering from this basically almost, well, truth of the matter is I could have been killed. But luckily I was wearing my helmet, and I didn't realize how bad the accident was until I actually saw the helmet, because before I saw was the front of the helmet, just a big skid mark on there. But then when I just got back to the OC and I had a look at the helmet again, and I decided to take a look at the back, and it was cracked in 2. That's how hard I impacted the ground. But yeah, you know, rule number 1, safety. Always be safe. So yeah, always wear your helmet. All right, so that's first piece of advice. Always wear your helmet when you're riding a bike, as I could be dead right now instead of just having a broken collarbone. But as you can see, quite amazing. The operation was a total success, and I got almost, I would say, a good 90% movement back. I would imagine within the next week or 2, I'll be able to get back on a bike again and continue enjoying what I do, what I like doing. But anyway, I have a couple of thoughts. The first is the Obamacare medical system of the United States. Now, first of all, even though I have U.S. medical down here, and I pay $850 a month for it, and that's because Obamacare jacked it up to another $200. Used to be $650, now it's $850. And even though I pay $850 a month for my medical in the United States, this operation still cost me another $3,000, and a trip to the emergency, the copay was $299. It still cost me over $3,000 for this operation, and I still pay $850 a month for my U.S. medical. Now, if this was in Canada, this operation would cost me zero, absolutely nothing. Well, my Canadian medical does cost $120 a month, which covers my entire family. But there would be no copay, no deductible, none of that stuff that the U.S. system has. Now, a few people has commented that, man, you should have just went back to Vancouver and had the operation done there. It wouldn't cost you like $3,000 plus. And that brings me to my second point, which is, how much is your time worth to you? See, yesterday I posted an article on how I made almost $65,000 in 15 days. And if you haven't read it, just go read yesterday's blog post. It's just show how I did it. And 65 grand in 15 days works out to, on a 40-hour work week, works out to over $800 an hour. So when someone commented that, you know, I should have just gone back to Vancouver and had my operation done there, I would have saved myself over $3,000. But I place a value on my time. And to be truly successful, you have to do the same thing. Look at that. 65 grand in 15 days works out to 800 plus an hour on a 40-hour work week. Now, that's how much my time is worth. My time is worth $800 an hour, $800 plus an hour, right? So when you look at, I would just have to fly 3 hours to Vancouver, and then 3 hours back. That's 6 hours just in flying time alone. $800 an hour. Well, guess what? That 6 hours, I just burned through the savings I would have made. So you need to place value on your time. Another example, recently I bought a whole bunch of weights free weights, dumbbells, 5-pound to 50-pound set. And I also bought a really, really strong bench press. It's an industrial strength, commercial grade. The whole setup costs about $1,300. Now, I did a blog post on this as well, and a few people has commented that, you know, $1,300 is enough to pay for years upon years of membership at the local fitness club, which in here is La Fitness or LA Fitness. I like calling it La Fitness because, you know, I just do. And it's true, you know, $1,500 can probably pay for quite a few years of membership at a fitness club, and now I have access to all their weights and all the other cardio equipment and all the other stuff as well. But again, what is the value of your time? It'll take me about 20 to 30 minutes to drive to the fitness club and then to drive home. That's an hour. So that's an hour in travel time just to get to and from the fitness club. And again, my time is worth $800 an hour. So basically, in less than an hour and a half, I have my weight set fully paid for. So I don't save money by working out at Fitness World. I don't save money by flying to Vancouver to get an operation done for free. It actually costs me money when you factor in how much your time is worth. So my question to you is, how much is your time worth? And you need to place a value on your time. When you are presented with doing something, you need to ask yourself, is my time worth more than this? And if it is, can I outsource to somebody else? Like, let's just face it, there is no conceivable way that Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, would be sweeping the floor. It's just not done. I mean, he is worth way too much money to be sweeping the floor. You know, he has to run a multi-billion-dollar company. He gets paid, well, I think he gets paid with his stock option almost $200 million. Right? So, I mean, you don't want to pay some $200 million to sweep the floor. I mean, that's pretty obvious. So you should always be working at the highest level that gives you the greatest return possible. And when something does not equal what your time is worth, you need to either not do it or outsource it to someone else. You know, like stuff like gardening. I don't do my gardening. I have a gardener that comes to my house to trim the hedges and stuff like that. Right? Cleaning person. Let someone else do that. Your time, I mean, $800 an hour. If I was mowing the lawn, I'd rather just hire someone to mow the lawn, and I'll concentrate on making money online, which is what I do. Right? So, and it's because I place a value on my time. I didn't fly back to Vancouver, and I'm building a home gym right now just to save the traveling time. So, yeah, basically that's the little lesson today. How much is your time worth? And of course, always wear a helmet when you're riding your bike, because if I wasn't wearing a helmet, I would not be making this video right now. I'll probably either be in a coma, or worst case, I would be dead. Honestly, that was. I mean, this Saturday's .com lunch, I'm gonna do a video, show you my helmet with the back, and when you see it was literally split in two, you'll see how close to death I came to being. All right, so right now I'm loving life because that, you know, when you face a near-death experience, it makes you appreciate all the things you do have, and yeah, so and right now I'm gonna go for lunch. Where today it's today is Taiwan Noodle Day. We're going to Chef Chen's Taiwan beef noodle, and I'm gonna really enjoy it and savor it because I've been given a second lease at life. So until next time, this is John Chow from johnchow.com. Please subscribe to my blog, comment. I'd love to hear back from you, and I will see you guys on the next episode of Driving with John Chow.